Yo, what's good guys? Tips Effect here again. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how market news influences indices, or the impact market news actually play on indices. Because sometimes, some of these buys and sell don't just happen, guys. They're not caused by magic or this. Most especially, economic news and the market news influences indices. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys everything you need to know about market news. This is the part 3, guys, of our indices. We're getting to understand indices. Not that we're just going to jump into it, because you don't want to be like other beginner traders. I get confused when they get into the market. And in this video, I'll be discussing one of the most important topic, if not the most important topic, because market news, guys, market news plays a huge impact to indices, because there are crazy moves, guys. There are crazy moves that happen in the indices world while trading US30, Nasdaq, S&P 500 and the likes. And definitely when you understand the impact market news actually play to indices, trust me, guys, the market condition will be favorable to your analysis. And when you're getting into a particular trade, you definitely know what and what to actually watch out for, not that you be going blindly and then you start losing. Then you asking yourself what's actually happening here. And that's why, of course, you want to understand what market news is itself. Like, why do market news even drop? So majorly, market news is actually caused by a lot of things. They can be due to economic, political news events, or even a particular company or corporate organization dropping a specific budget or the likes. But they're mostly caused, the most effective ones are actually economic and political news of a particular country. Let's talk about Nigeria, for instance. If a president or if something is happening in the CBN, of course, these are the massive stuff that actually affect market news, and they can actually play a huge impact in indices. And one of the most important news, guys, if not the most important, is CPI, guys, which is Consumer Price Index. So this news highly affects indices a lot. So Consumer Price Index is just basically the change in price. The change in price of a particular goods that consumer buys. Let's say, for instance, you bought a good for 500 naira, and only for you to get back to the market to purchase that same 500 naira good, and they tell you that it's now 600 naira. I mean, the increase in price didn't just happen. And on the other way around, so you can also purchase a good for 500 naira and get to the market the next day, and they tell you it's 400 naira. This stuff are not just caused like that, guys. They are definitely economic and political news that affect the increase and decrease in price of these specific products, and they are caused by either inflation or deflation in the indices market. And definitely you should know that if a specific goods buy or sell, guys, it will definitely affect the indices market, because if a specific good buys, you should definitely know that a lot of buy will actually be happening on the specific indices that you are trading. And if, of course, the market is selling, you should know that the specific indices is going to be selling too. Just take, for instance, S&P 500, which has to do with the combination of like 11 companies in the United States. And you should know that, of course, if these companies are kind of like losing they're losing some of their holdings, they're losing some of their shares, definitely that S&P 500 is going to be selling. And at the same time, if the S&P 500, the 11 companies there are gaining their shares, are gaining a lot of holdings, definitely S&P 500 is going to be buying. The same thing as US30. US30, that has to do with the combination of over 30 companies in the United States. If these 30 companies are buying, they're gaining their shares, of course, they're increasing. Though also, but US30 is going to be buying. And if the 30 companies are selling, like they're losing some of their stock, some of their holdings, you should know that US30 is going to be selling. So these are the major impacts that highly influence what indices market. And there are different companies like that. And once you understand this knowledge, guys, indices, like you trading indices, is going to be like you just going to the river to kind of like fish. So in all, guys, we definitely understand now, guys, that the market news plays either a positive or negative impact in indices, which means that definitely once it's positive, the indices market will most likely buy, and once it's negative, the indices market will most likely dump or sell, guys. And of course, one of the major challenges that beginners face when trading indices is looking for the best broker. And the broker I personally use, guys, is Vantage, and this video is sponsored by them, guys. So if you want to trade any indices like S&P 500, US30, make sure you head down to the Vantage all-in-one app, guys. You can get everything that you need right there, and you can get over 1,000 trading instruments, and as well as low to zero spread, guys, and a leverage as high as 1 to what ratio 1000, guys. So make sure you check out Vantage app, guys. And of course, one of the major reasons why I personally use the app to trade is because of the future it gives, guys, for you to check any related economic calendar or market news related to what specific index. Now let's take for instance NAS 100 now. So I head down to NAS 100. At the bottom, you guys can see that there's an analysis and economic calendar section, which shows that a specific news is going to affect NAS 100. And as you can see right here, by 2:30, there's an high impact news that's what patiently waiting right here. So you don't need to head down to any other site or any other place to actually check your news. Just scroll down and you see that at 2:30 there's an high impact news that's going to be coming. So definitely you want to watch out for this. Same thing applies to what you trading US30. When I go click US30, you see that if I go to the economic calendar, a specific news that's going to be affecting US30 is going to be listed right here, and you can check other instruments, guys, other instruments like the franc 40, euro 50, S&P 500, like I previously mentioned, and the likes. There are over 1000 trading instruments on this app, guys. So don't forget to check out Vantage, guys. And in our next video, guys, we'll be diving deeper into indices, guys, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some strategy and some more important stuff you need to understand when trading indices. So don't forget to like this video, guys, share it to anybody that I know that's interested in trading indices, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.